Well, now that I've finished building instruments, I've got more time for things like sightseeing and just relaxing and learning to play the instrument. I can do a little better now, and browsing the internet, the usual off-time things. Browsing the internet is probably a bad idea because you run across a whole lot of interesting things while you're out there. And there are some dangerous websites with pictures that you're probably happier and healthier not looking at. This is a Gekkin. This is the Chinese Gekkin moon lute, except the Japanese version has a slightly longer scale. Mine's octagonal. You just knew eventually I'd get sucked into one of these again, didn't you? Now the maximum width of the neck is going to be 1.5 inches. So I figured, why not just cut it out of 2 pieces of wood and then laminate it together and have the peg hole, the peg box, as part of the instrument. So we're making some progress already. This is the first day, and already I'm getting ready to put my neck together. The neck of the Gekkin is held in alignment by a tail spike which extends through into the body to a cross beam inside. So the next step would be to double check this alignment. Now I've already got the hole so the snug fit here. I just need to make another square hole here and then open up the side beams, and then it'll be ready to install. Okay, cross beam is fitted. Got the holes in it so that the air chamber isn't broken in half. So next thing to do is put some glue on it, put it neatly in place. A little bit of tape. Clamp down the ends. Way to go. In the morning, we can start putting in the final fittings and then close the body. Well, one of the features that the Gekkin carried over from the Chinese Gekkin is a small resonating wire inside the body. This is pushed through holes in the cross beam here, and then I twisted the ends into hooks so that they can't pull back, and I'll be putting some little tabs over the end here so that they can't push forward, and then they'll be locked into place. And for some reason this is supposed to improve the resonance, so improve the sustain, but I don't really know. Doesn't make sense to me, but apparently it works, so I'm going to be putting it in. Yeah, just like that. So here it is. We have the main body. We have holes for the Tail spike on the neck. Cross beam is glued down in place and reinforced. Resonating wire is in place. I don't know if that actually affects the sustain, but he says it does, so there it is. Everything is smooth and level. So, it's time to start gluing. Tape it down. There we go. Okay, this next part is noticeably less fun than I really wanted to have. The instrument uses wooden frets, which are of different heights. So, to get the height correct, I ran a cord along about where the finished strings are going to be, and then I cut wooden blocks to fit underneath. And then once they're glued down, I can bevel the top and then dress them all down level and then finish them off, round them off and finish the shaping. And there's the first part. The blocks are glued on, a flexible strip is on top, and then clamped down onto the top of the frets till the glue dries. Okay, so we got a couple strings tacked on temporarily. It's not a bad volume. Let's see, so we go down here. Okay, third fret's going to have to come down. The rest of it seems okay. Okay, third fret's not bad on that one. A little dead here. So the last fret's going to have to come down on this side. The whole thing could be a little high. Might bring the nut down a little bit more. So we adjust the heights of the frets, make sure everything plays cleanly. Then we're ready to put some varnish on it. Okay, genuine hand rubbed matte varnish finish. There's my fan decoration. It was too wide, didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. The wide fret, that's your octave. Yep. Leftover strings from previous projects. Let's see, got another sixth, another sixth, another fifth. So here we got 2/5 and 3/6. Yeah, there we go. To work, to work, to work. Cut down another chopstick. It's tuned in fifths. This is the 5th and 6th string. That means it's going to be tuned way low compared to what it's supposed to be. So I should have used the 3rd and 4th strings, but I didn't have any, so this is what I've got. It's the first instrument I've made with diatonic frets. The Gekkin used diatonic frets in Japan, so I figured we'll just go with that. It'd be a nice experience. We'll tune it up a little more before we're done. I'll probably build another one. Use thinner strings. But this is my first Gekkin. I'm not too overly unhappy with it.